Addiction is a physiological and psychological state of reliance upon a particular stimulus, and everything from drugs to exercise can cause this dependence within the brain. Addiction, when it comes to drug usage, is almost always detrimental, causing the user to continue abuse of the substance despite negative consequences. The state is associated with the absence of pleasure without the stimulus that produced addiction in the first place. An addiction must meet at least 3 of 7 commonly accepted criteria. They are 1. Tolerance to a particular substance. 2. Withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety, nausea, and irritability upon abstaining from a stimulus. 3. Limited control over the use of a substance. 4. The negative consequences from use of a substance. 5. A desire on the part of the person to cut down usage. 6. Significant time and energy being devoted to the activity. And 7. The abandonment of activities in favor of using a substance. When 3 or more of these factors are exhibited at once, the cause is almost certainly a psychological dependence on the substance that causes the mannerisms. Although the basic causes of addiction are well documented, the specifics of the underlying neurological processes are not well understood. Until recently, it was thought that dependence was entirely a function of the brain's limbic circuits and was mediated by the release of the neurotransmitter dopamine. A recent study by the US National Society of Medicine, however, has determined that certain frontal cortical areas of the brain related to motivation, such as the orbitofrontal cortex, also contribute to addiction. It is also evident, however, that the brain's relative levels of neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin do stimulate a positive response to drugs and pharmaceuticals, and can be considered a major cause of addiction and withdrawal. Addiction today remains a dichotomy, as both an extremely important biological response and a detrimental form of association. Drugs, however, are responsible for bringing out the worst form of our dependence, an ugly and potentially lethal craving that has its roots deep within our psyche. Whether abused or not, it is clear that addiction maintains a central role in our lives today, and is harshly manifested through the drugs we use.